So, I had a dream last night about Joey McIntyre, who had a concert at the Abraham Lincoln Park.
What? Was I there? Because I'd be there.
No, you weren't.
Oh.
And I felt like I was younger. I felt like I was 17.
Oh.
I went in his trailer. Yeah. He was weird about it.
Weird about you being in his trailer?
Yeah.
Well,
because I was younger.
Oh, and he was like this.
And he's older.
Was he his age now?
No.
Or was he his age, like what it
He
would
was
have
like
been
Puffy Vest Joe.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Some reason I had to change.
In his trailer?
I guess. And so I just decided to change right there because you know how I am.
Right.
But, and then he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm changing. And he's like, not in my trailer, you're not. And I cried.
Oh, oh well.
I mean, what the hell kind of dream is that?
I don't know. That's weird. Joe.
So I keep having these, like, do you know what it is? I think I'm still, like, thinking about the gift thing.
Yeah, you are. And you shouldn't.
So I'm having, like...
Right. Like, yeah.
Like, not in my trailer, you're not going to change.
Where Joe's
I was just changing my jeans. I would probably had some flare leg jeans I was putting on.
Probably.
Yeah, with some, like, Tevas.
That would make sense. That would make perfect
But
sense.
I thought we were going to, like, go out.
You probably had some white eyeliner on.
Oh, I'm sure I did. I had some glitter.
Some glitter. And maybe, like,
Too bad
maybe some butterfly clips.
I didn't do those. I only did those when I did my hair, put my hair, like, I did those, like, a couple times when I went out.
You did do those a couple times when you went out. A couple times.
Yeah.
Not as much as other people did.
But I did do them a couple times.
You probably also had that spray that smelled like cotton candy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That was gross.
I freaking love that spray. What are you talking about?
I
That
never
spray
liked
was
that spray.
amazing.
Nikki always smelled like cotton candy.
Yeah, I did. I bet Joe likes cotton candy.
I bet he does. Oh my god.
So should we start?
Yep. Let's start.
Okay. Do I start now?
I'll start. Maybe next one you'll start.
Okay.
Or do you want to start?
No, I'm fine with whatever. But last time you were like, I'm awkward, and then I started. It was fine. Nobody said anything.
Nope, you're right. Nobody did say anything.
Did they notice?
Maybe not. Maybe they forgot.
Maybe.
Or maybe the episode was just so long.
That was
So
a
by the
long
time
episode.
they got to the end, they were like,
And everybody
what
was
happened
like,
at the beginning?
I told them it was a long episode, and everybody was like, oh, I love long episodes, but didn't hear anybody say, oh, it was a good long episode afterwards. And then I gave them bonus content that talked more about the same thing.
Yep, it was great.
You thought I couldn't talk that much about one thing? I gave you another hour.
Oh my gosh. There are some things I could talk about for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Like what?
Disney.
I couldn't, but I could listen to you talk about it.
I could talk about it for hours. What else? This subject today.
Yeah.
I could talk about this for quite a while.
That's exciting.
Because it's just, I'm so excited. All right, let's start.
Okay.
All right, this is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
It is.
And here we are.
Here we are, and it's Friday night. Just got paid. Friday night.
I wish I just got paid.
Remember that when all the money came down?
Yes.
It was confetti. It was
like, yeah.
Lance was dancing.
They were all like, hey.
And we were like, hey, hey.
We're in the front.
Yes, we are.
What's up, yo?
We're not supposed to be here, but we're here anyway.
But we're here.
Don't make us leave. We're from Maine.
Don't make us move. So, we have a really good episode tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about, or today, or whenever you're listening to this, we thought, what haven't we really talked about, but really deserves?
We've touched a little bit on it.
A little bit we have. But we've never really gotten into the juicy parts of what it was to go to the mall.
The mall.
Growing up. Like 80s and 90s mall.
Right.
So.
And like a life that is no longer.
Truly. And I don't know, maybe you guys can tell us. Like, I know our local mall is only a mere shadow of what it once was.
It was supposed to be foreclosed on March 7th.
Oh, my God.
Was it?
I don't know.
I haven't been there.
I haven't either.
It's so sad.
That's why I haven't been. It makes me very sad because I spent, like, I could almost tear up a little bit talking about it.
Well, it was like
it was our thing. Like, it was
my first real job. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Paper Route was my first job, but this was like my first
exactly
with other people, working with other people.
right. And just like the mall, man. It was such an important part of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And like we have, I mean, in Bangor, Maine, our mall was never these big mega malls with like multi-stories and
I
whatever.
just wish it was, though.
Me too. I always wanted a second floor.
I'm like, it's a flat roof anyway. Let's just build another level.
yes. Why,
Let's get Tiffany in here.
why did we add a new wing when we could have just built up? I remember thinking
Right.
that. I wanted escalators. I mean, we got Filene's in like 98.
Yeah.
And they added, that one did have 2 floors and they had an escalator in the store.
Mm-hmm.
But, and they redid our mall and it was whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Lovely. It was no longer brown. But it just, the mall, it was our mall.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our stores. We both worked there. I worked there for a long time.
I worked there until 1999.
I worked there for a long time. The last job I had there, I left in 2010. No, 2012. No, 2011. There we go.
Okay.
That's the one. So we both worked there. We worked there together.
We did.
Northern Reflections. We just thought it was time. It was time to talk about it.
Do you have like a first memory?
Of the mall?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if this is a first memory of the mall per se, but I remember when I remember when stores in general in Maine were not open on Sundays.
Oh, the blue laws.
Yeah.
I wrote a letter to our congressman.
Asking to be open on Sundays?
Asked to not, because then my mom would have to work.
Oh.
I drew him a picture, too.
Was that when, can I say this? Was that when your mom worked at Wholesale Depot?
Yes. That's okay, you can say that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, my mom worked retail, so
Yeah.
basically the blue law was if your establishment was over so many square feet, you could not be open on Sunday.
Right.
Or if you were in a mall, you couldn't be open on Sunday.
Right.
Except for York Steakhouse. For some reason they were open.
For some reason they were open church.
So
People had to have somewhere to go after church.
that is the truth.
But, so Sundays, the mall was closed.
Right.
And stores were closed. So during the holidays, there was an exception.
That's right.
And on Sundays, the mall would be open from like 12 to 5.
Right.
And I distinctly remember being at the mall on the JCPenney wing with my mom on a Sunday afternoon during Christmas, shopping for something, whatever, probably picking up gifts for my dad or somebody. And like, that's my first, I must have been 7-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when that law changed. I feel like it was right around when we were like 1989, 1990. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
We looked it up.
We just looked it up.
It was 1990.
We took a little break.
We did.
And
we
now
had
we're
a little
back.
food. We did.
And it was 1990.
Yes.
And that's when it changed. But it was before that, like in the early 80s, it was through Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
Between those, I think it's like
1983 is when they started allowing it.
So anyway, that is one of my first memories of the mall. What about you?
One of my first memories of the mall is kind of later. It's kind of like I would think I would have younger memories of the mall because I spent a lot of time at the mall.
Yeah.
But one of my first memories is going to pick up my sister when she worked at Cartorama.
That's old school.
And sitting on the stools at Dunkin' Donuts with my dad and smelling the pipe. Somebody smoking a pipe and telling my dad, I really like that smell.
Oh,
And he's like,
yes.
well, that's a pipe.
I love the smell of pipe.
And I want to say that maybe somebody was smoking at Dunkin' Donuts.
Probably. No, for
like
real.
inside the mall.
Yeah.
Like I know that they had the smoking sections, but I feel like somebody was like smoking right there at Dunkin' Donuts.
Because I feel like you could smoke there at Dunkin' Donuts. I feel like I remember ashtrays there.
Probably that's why my dad was a frequent visitor.
Right.
Smoking his butts and drinking his coffee.
Yeah. Because they had smoking like all over the place.
And
in that
he'd
mall.
always make them do another. He was like one of those jerk people.
Jerk people.
He'd be like, "That coffee's been sitting there too long."
Oh. I don't think that's jerky.
They were not impressed.
No. Well.
But he'd like him and his buddies, like there was other people,
Right.
because we'd go and pick up my sister and
Yeah.
she'd get out and
That's so fun.
and one of the things she told me was across the way. Now I don't know if it was a kiosk or because I feel like Cartorama across the way was like the smoking section.
Nearby.
She said that across the way was a popcorn place that had different kind of popcorn, and I feel like I remember that it was in a kiosk.
And I don't
had, like,
think I remember that.
Colored popcorn, like
Oh.
different kinds of popcorn. Feel like there was one time that she got the popcorn for me. I don't know what it was called.
Was it okay? I'm trying to think. My brain.
Because there was like grape popcorn. I can remember.
Ugh.
It wasn't that great, but I really
For
wanted
a kid,
but like it
though.
was super expensive, and it was like
Yeah.
one of those things that I always wanted to try. And so finally, I feel like she, after her shift or something, was like, "All right, Nikki, come on, we'll go
Yeah.
get some popcorn."
Yeah.
Because I would have been, well, she was 16 when she worked at Cartorama, so I would have been 6.
It was a
I
kiosk.
was little. That's what she said. It was a kiosk.
Yeah. Oh wow. I see. I don't remember that.
I just remember seeing. I don't remember what it looked like. I just remember being able to look at the popcorn.
Yeah.
And it would make me like, "Ooh, I
Aw.
want to try it. Great popcorn."
Because what kid wouldn't want to try grape popcorn? To me, it sounds pretty disgusting now.
Ugh.
But I bet a kid, that's exciting.
Right.
It's popcorn that tastes like grapes.
And I probably didn't eat it. I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Thanks. Nyang, nyang, nyang. That's gross.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't say that.
No.
You just wouldn't eat it.
I always also wanted one of those things at KB Toy. Like the blah, 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 blah. You took the balloon and blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
I never had them.
Like the punching balloon?
Never had them.
You know what? I hate those things. As a kid, I liked them.
Oh, I don't like them now.
But like every once in a while, like when we go to a birthday party.
My mom always gets Bryn and Brody them, and I'm like,
Ugh.
"Really? Really? Now you want to do it? Now you want to buy those for them?
Exactly.
You didn't want to buy them for me when I would beg you." I have pictures.
Ow!
I did get pictures.
Of the Bangor Mall?
Oh, yes. Where are they?
I have seen some pretty mighty fine ones on the intranets.
Now, we won't be able to post these because I don't know who owns them.
Right.
But there's a shot. There's a shot of the smoking section.
And there's Hickory Farms.
Okay, I don't remember Hickory Farms.
So, I think my aunt worked at Hickory Farms.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. Somebody worked at Hickory Farms. I don't really remember, but
So is that the Gap? Or was Hickory Farms the Gap?
I think, okay, looking at this, so that's Radio Shack,
Mm-hmm.
and then KB would be right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Gap is here.
Right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know that is the Gap though.
That's Shaw's, but that was Earring Tree.
That was Earring Tree,
Right.
yes.
That's where I got my...
Or what it
yeah.
was, and it ended up being. You're right.
I got my second piercing at the Earring Tree. So, like, I
ever
got-
had a piercing at the Earring Tree.
A couple of the basketball players and I
Yeah.
went to the mall. You had to be 16, I think.
Yeah.
At the time.
That sounds right.
Then they made it 18, I think. But we went and we all got, like, there was 4 of us. So we split it because you could, like, split the earring. You could split the piercing.
Yes.
And so I got one right here.
Yeah.
Like it was my second.
like your second hole.
Right,
on
but
that
just
side.
one on my left.
Right.
And that was like so cool. I thought it was so cool because like the 4 of us had gone and done it.
Right. Well, that
It was
cool.
after basketball season. It was like right after because like you wouldn't be able to wear it.
Right. That's so funny. Maybe somebody worked there.
At the Earring Tree?
Yes. Somebody worked there
She did? Like when we were younger?
when we were in high school.
Maybe she was working there when I got it.
And I think that I did have her do something and it was free. because I never had Darcy pierce my ears.
Oh.
So I think that I just had to buy the ear. Like, I bought the earrings, but she gave me a discount, and then she did
Gotcha. I have all the rest of my piercings are from Darcy. I'm pretty sure both my cartilage ones are from her.
Yeah.
And then I've got this one here that I don't have in. This one over here is hers.
Yep.
And then this one right here.
Oh my gosh. She never did any of mine.
Yeah. I would go and I'd be like, all right, I'm ready. Let's do another one. Darcy worked at Piercing Pagoda.
Yes. Which was another kiosk in the mall.
Right.
And did piercings. And they had you could buy necklaces, gold necklaces by the inch. When I worked at Northern Reflections,
mm-hmm.
I skipped school one day and had one of my coworkers call me in sick.
I remember that.
And because I had some project or report or something due and I didn't have it done.
Oh.
And I hid out at the mall the whole day. And right over in this area, I sat there in that little nook and I did my report.
Wow. But you still did your schoolwork.
I did.
I'm proud of you.
It had to be done.
When did they get rid of that?
When they redid the mall.
I was very disappointed because that was a very solid structure and I always liked it.
I loved all the foliage and the fountains.
Yes.
I did too. And the old lights.
Why'd they do that?
They had to modernize it.
I didn't like it.
And you know what they did? They put in those tiles that I would slip and fall on.
I always loved those tiles, especially when you would take a stroller over it.
Yes, those blue strollers.
I loved that noise.
Oh
I loved
gosh.
it. I love everything. I think I can post this picture.
I think you can.
Yeah, I think it came from one of their brochures. The mall's brochures.
It was in some kind of a publication.
Yeah. So there's a picture of KB.
Was that our KB?
Yes, that's our KB.
Wow, it looks different.
That's what I thought too. I think that one's from the 90s.
That looks different. It just looks really light. I don't remember being so light. Maybe it was.
It said that it was from ours.
Yeah, maybe it was, and I just don't remember because I didn't go in there that much. Where was Standard Shoe?
Standard Shoe was down.
That's what I thought in the other end.
Right. I have a question.
Yeah.
What was in Bath and Body Works? Was that the Weathervane?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And I don't know what's there now. Deb was there. But before that was Mary.
Deb was there?
Was Mary
I don't
Ann's.
remember that.
No. I mean down a little ways.
Oh, yeah. But
Weathervane was where Bath and Body.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I have dreams about that sometimes.
The Weathervane?
I just have dreams about Standard Shoe in the mall.
Yeah.
I don't walking around the
Remember
mall.
the old Standard Shoe bags?
I remember everything about Standard Shoe. I think we've talked about Standard Shoe.
We have talked about Standard Shoe.
Because they had the book clubs. Anybody else? Now that you're listening, because that was step 4.
Right. That really was.
Do you guys from New England? Because Standard Shoe is a New England thing. Michelle worked at Tom McCann, I believe.
She did?
Yes, I believe it was Tom McCann. The York Steakhouse.
I never ate there.
I did.
Isn't that the one that had 2 entrances?
All I remember is waiting in line against the wall.
Yeah. Waiting for your table.
Yes. And the line wrapping out. Look, it did. It had 2 entrances.
What was the other restaurant?
So there was Thatcher's.
Thatcher's.
There was Deering.
I remember Deering. I remember getting kicked out of Deering.
Oh.
I don't think I got kicked out of Deering. But somebody else got kicked out of Deering.
For what?
Oh, just kids being kids.
Was it around when we were kids? Deering? Was it a restaurant?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was where so this is before they put that new wing on the mall.
Yep.
It was across from where the bank was. Remember when the car drove into the bank?
I had that in my notes. You took it away from me.
Oh.
Yeah, because my aunt used to work there.
Yes, it was Meryl.
And I always, that woman, she was an older woman, and she obviously thought she was pressing the brake. She went right through it.
Went right into the
brick wall.
Bank. Yep. And then they closed the bank and made a McDonald's.
Right. It was shortly after. I was so they're just going to close it?
Yeah, they didn't reopen the bank.
No, it was very weird.
It was weird. So then they opened McDonald's, but across the hall, that was Deering. And there was an entrance.
Yes, I kind of remember.
So
I don't think I ever went to Deering.
I did.
I thought I did, but
Like
I don't
fifth
think I
grade
ever
time
did.
frame,
No.
6th grade. And
Maybe.
I remember going in and getting like fries. Like fries and a soda. It's like we were kids. We didn't have money.
Right.
So like when your parents would drop you off and be like,
because that was the entrance. That was like the main entrance of the mall, which is no longer because Macy's is there or was there, Filene's.
Right, and they closed Macy's.
Now it's like
nothing.
It's mold infested.
They closed the Gap.
Yeah,
like that whole new wing that they built in like '98
is empty practically.
It's practically empty.
Is the children's place still there?
Yep, that's still open. But like Hallmark,
they've got a great pizza spot where Savaro's was.
Oh yes.
Okay, though I have to ask you.
Yep.
What was the place that was down by Sears called?
Cosmos.
Yes, Kevin has a great
pizza.
story. Have I ever told you about the story about Kevin?
I don't think so.
That our worlds actually intertwined before we met.
He liked Cosmos Pizza?
Well, here's the story. So Kevin and I went to different schools. Kevin went to private school, and I went to public school. I was the wild one. I was on the other side of the tracks. No. So my friend Jen and I met two kids from his school at the Y.
Yes. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Right? So we started hanging out with them, whatever, because we were Y rats. Like, I'd go and play basketball after school all the time because it was like $15 for a month membership.
Right.
I mean, it was a lot of money back then. It was like it was a lot. But anyway.
But yeah.
So one day we were going to meet them at the mall. The two guys, one of the guys was actually staying at Kevin's house because he wasn't from here. Like, he was actually from Virginia. And, like, they sent him up here to go to school up here or something. Like, they thought maybe he could, like... I mean, he wasn't a bad kid.
Right,
like,
no.
But, whatever. Well, he wasn't supposed to go to the mall. He was in trouble.
Oh.
And so, Kevin remembers... I remember going with Jen... and meeting up with the two guys and hanging out, and then some woman telling Justin, the guy that she was like, you need to go. You're not supposed to be here. And just they're leaving. It was Kevin's mom.
Oh my.
And Kevin was with them.
Oh my god.
So like our lives.
You didn't even know it.
We didn't even know it. Because
so
I remember
funny.
it, and it was by Cosmos Pizza.
Was he there? Kevin there?
He was there.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Isn't it crazy?
That is crazy.
It like all of this transpired right by where the smoking section used to be, in front of Sears.
Yep.
But right in front of
like
Cosmos
the corner
Pizza.
by Cosmos Pizza.
Yeah.
And by Wilson's.
Yes.
And was that before or after Canadians?
Oh, Canadians.
That was not there very long.
That was a very different store.
That was like a very different store. If you wanted to dress like super trendy,
that was the store
that
to
was
do
the
it.
store for you.
I wish I could, but I could not.
I just remember like all the clothes being so tiny.
I feel like my mom was like, "Oh, why don't look at this place?"
I remember going in there with my mom
and me trying on shirts, and they were like
belly shirts.
Yes, and
like literally.
Like if I reached up,
right?
But I didn't have a belly.
No.
So,
but you weren't comfortable in it.
No, I just wanted my flannel shirt.
Right. I mean, that's
the flannel shirt that I always wore.
I do know, but like that's the thing. Like that store was. I very distinctly remember going in there and trying on an outfit and being like,
no,
not for me.
Nope.
And we left.
I feel like I bought something there.
Or American Eagle.
Yeah, I feel like I bought something there.
Did you buy a Love You Mean It shirt?
No. I feel like it was like makeup or something.
Yeah.
Because they had like little earrings or something.
Yeah, like accessories.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Well, first of all, going back to Cosmos Pizza real quick. They had the best pizza. Their pizza was amazing.
You don't remember that ride?
No.
It was kind of in front of Cosmos Pizza, I believe.
I don't remember that ride.
Yeah, it was like a spaceship. And you get in, you put the chain across, and I always wanted to ride in it. My dad used to let me sit in it with no quarters.
I honestly...
You don't remember that?
Nope.
I remember that. Because it had like a sparkle finish. Like it had like a
I
sparkle.
vaguely remember a sparkle finish, actually, now that you say that, but I don't ever remember riding it.
And it would go like up and down. I feel like it didn't do much.
No.
But my dad would be like, yeah, go ahead, go sit in it. There's nobody waiting in line. And the reason why I remember it so well is I hit my shin going up because those were metal right there.
Yes. Ow, that would hurt.
I can't believe, I really thought you would remember that.
I don't remember that. You know what I do remember? I think we've talked about it or posted about it. And it wasn't at the mall. I think it was at Kmart. Remember the chicken? With the eggs?
Oh, yes.
So when I think of every time.
It was Kmart.
Yeah. Every single time I think of things like this, like kid stuff, like I call them kid traps.
Yes.
Because like your kids just get fixated and you're trapped.
Right.
I think about that chicken.
This winter.
Yeah.
When they had those things that you ride on.
Segways?
Nope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're animals you can ride on.
What?
I haven't sent you that.
No.
They're like motorized.
You can ride animals?
Yes. They're like a big stuffed animal you can ride.
For like adults? Kids?
Adults and kids. Because the guy asked me if I wanted to go on for free. And I said, that's not going to hold me. And he goes, oh, we can put it up a notch. Like speed wise, give it some power.
Is it like a cart? Like a
You ride it. And it's like you steer it, you drive it.
in the mall?
Yes.
So, okay. Here's the thing. There's no stores there. So
I know. That's why it was
I
super
guess
cheap.
They gotta.
It was a snowstorm. And so the kids had looked at it and they were just kind of, they were so good about it. They didn't say anything. And so I said, do you guys want to ride those? And they're like, are you serious?
So, did they?
Yeah.
You have a video?
Oh, I do.
I would like to see this video at some point.
Yeah. It's on my
about.
Instagram.
I don't check Instagram.
Brooke, you need to get with the times.
I know.
Lady.
I just don't check. I don't know how to use Instagram.
But you couldn't go through the whole mall. First we thought, oh, you could go through the whole mall. Cool. You could only go around.
Like a
I shouldn't say the whole mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been cooler if you could. What are you going to do?
You could like shop with.
Because the guy was like, you guys can go for half an hour for $5 more. I'm like, no, really, I'm good. 15 minutes is plenty.
Well, right. It's a long time.
It's fine. So, but I can remember I always let my nephews ride on the rides. Yeah. I always make sure I had quarters and stuff for them to ride on the rides.
Remember Loring Short and Harmon?
My favorite store as a kid was Loring Short and Harmon. Because I love pens.
You could test them all out. They had rows of pens.
Oh, and I bought some.
Oh, I loved that store.
So,
yeah. Do you remember when it was downtown too?
I didn't go downtown often.
I didn't all that much, but I do remember it downtown because Jody, her mom, worked downtown. And when we were, I don't know, like 4th or 5th grade, I don't remember if we took the bus, like the school bus.
Oh, I thought you were taking the city bus.
No, like the school bus downtown, like to like one of the downtown routes.
That was very...
And went to her mom's work. We'd go in, we'd have like a snack, and then we'd walk to Loring Short and Harmon and play with the pens.
Fun!
It was fun. We'd go to Grasshopper Shop and get the Sandy Lion stickers. But I loved that store. Didn't matter. Great store.
I don't, like I said, don't remember it downtown, but...
It was the same thing as it was at the mall.
I'm sure it was.
Amazing. So, thinking back, I remember... What was the name of the store? And I'm not looking at the list, because I want to try to remember it. Was it Hosiery World?
That sounds familiar. My sister actually texted me about it.
And I remember there was like a display window, like a little box. And there was like a backing to it, so you couldn't see into the store, but it was like a little box. And they always had legs on it with pantyhose. I think it was Hosiery World. I'll look in a second. But then I also remember Cutlery World.
I have a question. Was Benetton there ever?
Yes, it
feel
was.
Like Benetton.
Benetton was there. I remember Benetton being there for a short time. I remember Benetton.
I just remember the sign. That's all I remember.
And it was,
It didn't last very long.
No, it didn't. And it was, remember the store, was it Nature's Elements?
Oh, I love that store. You could make your own perfume and my makeup.
Yes.
I got all my stuff there. I loved that store.
So, this is kind of gross. But I remember I got like a blush brush from there, and I had it for a while, and then I was throwing it away, and Darcy was like, "I'll take that." And last I knew, she still had it.
That's okay, because you can clean them.
Right.
I got a really cool thing. Did I show you
Like a
that
cleaner?
It spins it.
I've seen those.
I got it from like Wish. That
Okay.
like app that you can get stuff and
Yeah, isn't that kind of sketchy?
yeah, but I bought stuff from it.
Did it take 3 months to get here?
Yeah,
Like our charms?
yeah. Oh, you let the cat out of the bag on that one.
Yes, I did. I won't say any more.
Okay,
But yeah,
it is sketchy. But I've gotten some cool stuff.
and it's cheap, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that brush thing out.
I've gotten some cool. You can try it out. It's still in the box
That's cool.
because I didn't think it was ever going to come. I ended up throwing out the brush that I wanted to clean.
Oh,
It took that long. and then I even think that I put that it didn't come, and then it came like a month later.
right.
And I was like, what?
Okay.
And so then I went to them and they said, no, keep it. It was our
Huh.
mistake.
Oh, okay.
I was like, all right.
That's so weird. Yeah.
I was trying to think of some stuff that I got that was like cool.
From Wish?
Yeah, I've gotten some stuff that was like, I got brand emoji slippers and they were pretty cool. But again, I ordered them in like September for Christmas and I got them in February.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. But then stuff got better.
Yeah. I don't know. I think somebody at work had some kind of issue with it, but it was the same thing. She was like, whatever, it was cheap. Like,
It was like
aren't paying for
$3.
it. Right. That's so weird. So, I was thinking about, was it Nature's Elements? What was the name of that store?
Nature's Elements.
Was that what it was
I
called?
feel like that's what it was called.
I loved that store so much. It smelled so good when you went in
I know,
there.
and I got the best perfume there, and they put it in the little glass bottle with the little
Yes.
plastic top, and I had the best perfume. And everybody would say, Nikki, that smells so good. And then they friggin' went out of business.
They went out of business.
It was like
That was
it wasn't
awful.
the cotton candy one, but it was like a pear
No,
kind
yeah.
of, I don't know. Everybody would say how much they loved the smell of it.
It was great. I don't
And-
remember it, but like I remember like the mixing thing.
Yeah.
It was legit.
Right, because this girl had like mixed it.
Right.
And she was like, oh, like what kind of scent? She was so nice. Like, she was older.
Yep.
And she was just really nice to me, and like I always bought all my stuff there. Like it was
I remember getting
expensive.
makeup there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, but it was all like natural makeup.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of expensive. But it was like nice stuff.
Right.
I remember getting lipstick there. Brown, I'm sure.
I'm sure it was. It probably came in that little wood like thing
Yeah.
because I remember my
Yep.
powder came in the wood.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that place.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where it was. Like Benetton was kind of there.
Oh, okay. I felt like it was on the
Ish.
corner, only because I just remember the time Benetton. It was like there when we were young,
We were young.
so
I actually feel like my neighbor, like in the 80s,
mhm.
when we first moved to Bangor, worked there.
Oh, we got a story coming up.
I just remember, okay, there was this one time when I worked at Lids.
Okay,
We're going to have to talk about lists of stores that we worked at
sure.
at some point. But I worked at Lids. And it was one night, we went to a party.
Mm-hmm. Did we go to a party?
Yeah, we went. You
Oh.
were there.
Wait, was this the Joey McIntyre party?
No. No.
He wasn't really there, guys.
Should I say that? Should I say his name?
Go for it. Holy
And
cow.
Bethany and I ended up,
Oh, that was the night that I met Kevin.
yes. Because Bethany
Well, I didn't meet him
and
then, but I was like,
Right.
I had my eyes on the prize.
Yes, you did.
And I loved you guys. Peace out.
And Bethany and I must have taken a cab back to my parents' house,
hmm
which was in Glenburn at the time.
Oh my gosh.
Way out there. And
Wait, Glenburn?
yeah, Grandview Acres.
What, did
Out
I ever
Union
go there?
Street. It was a Rays Ranch.
I don't remember
We
that.
went- they rented it for a short time when they were building in Old Town.
Oh my goodness, I don't remember that.
So we went out there. We got home at 4.
Brooke Elizabeth.
I had to open Lids,
Oh no.
which means I had to be there at like 8:30-ish. I got there on time. Fine. I slept like 2 hours. I remember sitting, you remember the bench in the back of Lids? It was like a bench.
Yes.
And it opened, you like store hats in there.
Yeah. It was like a boot box.
Yes. Yeah. I remember sitting on it. And all I could smell was beef barley soup. Because
from yogurt time.
Yes.
And salad too.
Because their back room, like, butted up against
I did
our
not
back room.
like the smell of the barley soup.
No, it was disgusting. And I, like, you always do when it was beef barley day. And that was beef barley day. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, I should eat something because I just don't feel good. And I, like, need to eat something to, like, soak up this alcohol.
But I don't want the beef barley soup.
But I don't want to eat anything because that smells so bad. But I remember thinking, like, I should go to yogurt time and get a roll.
Because Michelle's working.
Absolutely. She'd probably just bring me one for free. And Michelle made the best sandwiches. I remember calling her up. I remember I didn't often get salads there. If I got a salad, I'd get a salad shaker from McDonald's. Salad shakers were delicious too. But I remember calling up Michelle and being like, I'll have my regular. And then she'd just bring it down. She'd deliver it.
Oh.
Roast beef.
Oh.
It was so good.
What did I used to get?
I used to get a small roast beef with just American cheese and mayo.
It's like I would eat it, but like I didn't really like it.
Really?
Yes.
Did you ever get their baked potatoes?
Yeah.
Their baked potatoes were good with broccoli and cheese.
They were okay.
I like those. But
I didn't like their chicken noodle though, because it had like the big noodles in it.
You don't like big noodles?
No.
I like big noodles.
I just like broth.
Yeah.
I'm just a broth type of girl. Hashtag Kelly's all over that.
Forever broth. So, but yeah, that was a night.
That party was a night, let me tell you. Let me tell you about it.
I kind of remember that. Was that the, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We could have a whole
party episode.
Lord.
We won't talk about that party.
No. There's many that we shouldn't talk about. We probably shouldn't talk about any of them.
Probably not.
So,
but I didn't go to very many parties. I really didn't. Did I?
I think so.
Oh, probably.
I mean...
No, I mean, I'm not saying did I not drink alcohol. I mean, but I'm saying I don't remember. Were they that good at parties, I guess? Man.
There were a lot of airport parties.
There were a lot of airport
There were a lot of airport parties. Like, that happened.
The airport parties were probably the best parties.
Those were fun.
So you want to talk about the places we worked?
Yeah.
You go ahead. You go first, because you started.
Okay. So I worked over the many years. A few. Northern Reflections.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglass Hut. I'm trying to go in order. Northern, Sunglass Hut. I worked at The Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Lids.
Mm-hmm.
The T-shirt store.
Yep.
Aussie T-shirt company. B. Dalton.
You worked at B. Dalton?
I worked at B. Dalton.
What?
Part-time.
Okay, I remember those.
There was a time I worked full-time at Sunglass Hut, part-time at B. Dalton, and part-time somewhere else. Or maybe it was, I don't know, something. But I had 3 going. It was foolish. I worked at Prince Plus.
Yes.
Motherhood Maternity.
Yep.
I worked at New York and Company.
Which
that was
didn't
the
that
last
used to be
one.
called Mother Care?
It was.
My sister worked there.
Yeah. Oh, well, see, and it closed. Like, we didn't have a maternity store, and then it came back. I started when it came back.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it?
New York and Company. Did you say
yeah,
that?
that was the last one. That doesn't seem like as many as
Did you say Gap?
Yeah.
I guess that's
Northern
it.
Reflections.
Yeah.
Sunglass Hut.
Yeah.
Gap.
Yeah.
Lids.
Mm-hmm.
B. Dalton. That other one. Motherhood.
Oh no,
Prince Plus.
you worked at the children's store place. You worked at that place. You worked at
What children's store place?
Didn't you work at There's an outlet in Freeport.
Gymboree?
Yeah, didn't you work there?
No.
I always thought you worked at Gymboree.
No.
We had a Gymboree, didn't we?
We did have a Gymboree.
Yeah.
I didn't work there. I feel like I worked somewhere on the other end of the mall, and I remember thinking, like, because all the stores I worked at, for the most part, were in one wing.
Well, didn't you work at, like, the kiosk there for a little bit? Or was that Darcy? That was Darcy.
What kiosk?
She worked at, like, the calendar kiosk.
I think maybe she helped out Steve. I did help out Steve at his Beanie Bear kiosk.
Wait, what? His Beanie Bear?
He had a Beanie Bear kiosk. It was seasonal.
Like,
It was one of
Beanie
those...
Baby or Beanie Bear?
Oh, Beanie Baby.
I was like, Beanie Bear? Did he make his own, like, line?
No. No, Beanie Baby. Beanie Bear. Yeah, Beanie Baby. Yes, it was like 1998.
Hey, that was the year.
It made sense.
Who else has the owl? I do. I have 3 of them. Who else has the Princess Di one? I do. It's in a plastic case.
Those are expensive.
They're not worth anything.
Well, that's not what the internet tells me.
I have 5 of them. So should I cash them in? Because I have 5 of them.
That might pay for our cruise.
Stop it. I have 5 of them. Do you know why?
Why?
Because everybody decided when Bryn was little that Beanie Babies weren't worth anything, and so guess what they would do?
Give them to you?
They'd say, "Oh, Bryn, I've got all these things for you."
Oh.
Beanie Babies. She has a beanbag, a jumbo-sized beanbag full of Beanie Babies. Just full of Beanie Babies.
Like you put the Beanie Babies in the beanbag?
Yep, and I said sit on them.
Oh.
Because they're Beanie Babies.
Oh, can I tell you that whenever we go to the flea market down in southern Maine, we always leave with a Beanie Baby?
Yeah, they're probably, what, $1?
Yeah, like $1.25.
Yeah. Why
I
not?
think I got a deal last time. We bought 3, and they gave me like 3 for $2 or something.
I mean, all the ones that Bryn has, they're like brand new.
Yeah.
Like people like...
They saved them.
They had...
Because that was
we've got
like...
some of those plastic cases. Because people were like... And I swear, everybody's like, nice. Oh, didn't you graduate in 1998? Here's this owl. Class of 1998. Good grief.
That's so funny because it's so true.
But Kevin and I both had one. And then we have other ones people give us.
I never got one.
Oh, maybe you need to have one.
I don't.
Okay.
But thank you.
Are you sure? Because I'll even put it in one of those plastic cases. Okay.
I'm good. I'm actually like great.
Okay.
My favorite one is Stilts.
Oh, the giraffe?
No, he's like a crane or something.
Oh, I probably have it.
He's cute.
I'm telling you, that beanbag upstairs is full of Beanie Babies.
That's so funny. I didn't know that you had a beanbag full of Beanie Babies.
Bryn has a problem with stuffed animals.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I would try to come up with solutions.
Yeah, that's actually a great solution.
So we did that.
Yeah.
And then when she'd want to play with them, she'd dump out the whole friggin' beanbag. Beanie Babies everywhere. And then the stuffed animals, we had like a jail. Like I made this jail when I was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to do something.
Yeah.
And so I made this jail that was like, you could put the things in.
You put the bait, like the...
But then I like, I don't know, I kicked it or something by accident or like fell into it and it broke.
We got one of those like things that you put up on the wall.
Oh, we had 2 of those.
And it's full and it doesn't even hold any of them.
Do you remember mine?
I do.
And it was there for years.
Yep.
Years.
That must have been dusty.
No, my mom... No.
Your mom, did she vacuum them?
Of course, she would take them out. My mom would do seasonal cleaning. So every fall, winter, spring, and summer, she would take them out, dust them, clean them, sometimes wash the clothes, and then put them back. You remember my room.
Yes.
It was like a museum.
Yes.
Not anymore.
You remember my room?
Hey.
It was like a dump.
I was okay with that. This is what happens.
It's all good.
It's all good in the hood.
It totally is. So, what else is on this list?
Should I talk about my jobs?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
So Northern Reflections.
The Gene Wall.
Then I went and worked at MBNA for a little bit. I left them all.
I remember that.
That was like, if I could, I found out if I could work 1 year at MBNA, I could do anything.
You could do anything, I'm sure.
I cannot believe I worked there for a whole year. I know. A year.
People didn't last a year.
No.
That's hardcore.
They were like planning me for like.
They had big ideas for you.
And I was like, I'm going to go back and work at the mall. And I worked at Athletic Lady.
Yeah.
And then when that store was closing, Jill asked me to work at the Sunglass Hut.
Yeah.
So I went to work at the Sunglass Hut. And I was full time at the Sunglass Hut.
I loved the Sunglass Hut.
Because it was just... Was I full time?
I don't know.
It was when Tom was my manager. And I feel like...
I forgot about Tom.
Yeah. And I feel like I was full time. Because I feel like you came back to work there. You came back to work there when I went to the airport.
Was I at Lids? I must have been at Lids.
Yes, I believe. Well, I was at Lids too. I was at Sunglass Hut and Lids. But I also worked at American Eagle. But I wanted to like work in the store. Do you remember that?
I remember this.
And instead, they put me out back in the stock room. I wasn't pretty enough to be working out on the floor. Which is like, in all honesty, correct? Like,
no, that's not correct.
And I worked at World of Science, which I hated.
Oh my God.
It was supposed to be just very like stockroom. I was supposed to be stockroom only.
Yeah, I don't know how.
And I remember her coming over and saying, and I was like, I'll only just, I'd be stocking the shelves. And then it was like I had to wear the uniform to stock the shelves. Which was a white...
Awful.
Which was awful. I looked like a magician. It was a white, like Oxford shirt. Would you call it like an Oxford shirt?
Yep.
Dress shirt with black pleated pants.
Tucked in.
With a bow tie, right? Was there a bow tie?
It was a vest.
Oh, it was the vest.
There was a vest
involved. I refused to wear the vest.
It was stupid.
I was like, I'm not wearing the vest.
Oh my gosh, that was god awful.
And I wasn't supposed to be wearing that. Like, I was just going to be stocking the shelves. Like, that's all I was doing. And then it turned into, I come in to stock the shelves. Oh, well, we only put one person on today. And I was like, I'm done with this. Good.
That store.
But I stocked the shelves for American Eagle for a year. Because it was a good discount.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's worth it right there.
I still have stuff when I work there. That's bad. And then I worked at Lids. I already said that.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I don't think I worked anywhere else. Because then I went to the airport. And then I was at the airport from 99 to 2005.
Yeah.
So. And then back again, 2007 to 2008.
Oh my gosh. Airport.
I loved it there.
Like
everything I learned.
My mall is the airport too.
We could do a whole episode on the airport.
Yep.
If you guys want to know, if you guys are interested in learning the airport life, I'll teach it to you, son. As the prop turns.
Don't. I had nightmares about that.
About as the prop turns? That was
props.
Like, well, it was just a romance, like as the world turns, as the prop turns.
Yeah.
Because everybody was, yep.
But props make me nervous.
Pilots
make you nervous?
No, pilots.
Scumbag pilot, let's just say that.
Yeah.
Let's just say it.
Yeah.
There's some stories there.
Yeah.
Folks. Son.
You better recognize.
There's one store I forgot that I worked at.
Where?
Christopher and Banks.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I liked that store. It was kind of like back to my roots. Kind of like Northern Reflections.
Yeah.
Like sweaters with kitty cats and stuff on them. I loved it. I love that, though. Like, if I could go back and work, like, part-time at a store with sweaters with kitty cats on them, or, like, a Canadian-based company that sells awesome socks and scrunchies, I would.
County Seat? Was that a Canadian-based company? Because
Northern Reflections was.
But they sold awesome socks and scrunchies at County Seat.
Their scrunchies were...
You guys remember County Seat?
On point.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Their scrunchies were on point.
Mm-hmm.
They had some good shirts. Do you remember?
I like the woven one, like the ones that would have like different thread. Like it'd be like cream, and it would have like navy thread, like crisscrossing.
The scrunchies?
Yeah, but looked
I
like
remember.
But looked like distressed.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah. I like the ones that were like flannel.
Hmm.
I like those because you wear it and they had different colors. Like I had one that had like maroon and like cream, and like maybe navy blue, and I could wear it with like a maroon shirt or like a cream colored shirt. It would match, and I get my socks to match my shirt, and it all coordinated very well. And I have County Seat to thank for that. I remember, like, at the Gap, remember the shirts? This is in, like, middle school, but, like, they were, like, boat neck type shirts, long sleeve,
I
plain.
hated those because
Okay.
they didn't fit me right, but I had tons of them.
They were probably too short on you.
Yes.
Because you were tall.
I'm forever one of those people that rolls up their sleeves because my sleeves were never long enough.
I have to cuff my sleeves because they're too long. So, like, whenever we'd buy shirts like that, when I say we, I mean me and my mom, because, like, I'd go with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get the shirts, and then we'd get the socks that matched.
That's cool.
So, like, I remember laying them out on the counter, and then my mom, like, finding the ankle socks.
I can remember you coming with Gap bags.
Coming where?
Like home with Gap bags, and you'd have like outfits with matching socks.
Yeah. I don't have my outfits on a calendar.
Yep. No.
Beans Corner Corn Company. That's the popcorn place.
Is it?
It's gotta be. It's a kiosk right here.
Oh, yeah.
Beans Corner Corn Company.
There you go. There it is.
That's your popcorn. That's your
That
great popcorn.
Gross.
Morrow's Nut House.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. My sister knew what that was. What was the Farmer Fanny's?
Fanny Farmer?
What is that?
I think it's like cookies or something. That's the airport mall, isn't it? Yeah. I don't remember Ryan's there. I don't remember Ryan's anywhere.
Well,
really.
Ryan's
So it
was like a woman's store.
right.
Like a working woman's store.
Yes, it was.
Like if you wanted to get a power suit,
go to Ryan's.
you go to Ryan's and get power dressed with shoulder pads. I walked in on somebody at Ryan's. I told you about that in the dressing room. And like I didn't want to go to the mall for the longest time because I was afraid that the person would know me. I went to go into a dressing room, my mom's dressing room, and I opened up the thing and it was some lady and she screamed. I thought I told the story on the podcast before.
I don't remember.
Yeah. And so I was like, I had like an abnormal fear about going to the mall because I was so embarrassed that I opened the thing on that woman.
The thing on that woman.
I was so embarrassed. It was in Ryan's, and I wouldn't go to Ryan's for a long time.
Wow. I mean,
I must have been really little.
I get it.
You'd walk in. It had multi-levels.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you could go up the stairs,
fancy.
and it had like gold rails. Because I would I can remember
now that you say gold rails, I
like the ting, 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 like the...
Oh, yeah.
But
I
multi-levels
might remember being
carpet.
Oh. Those poor girls that worked there that had to vacuum that carpet stairs.
Oh, I bet.
But that kind of, like, I can picture gold rails.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But yeah, I think that makes sense.
Did you guys have Ryan's? Or is Ryan's like a...
New England thing or like a Northeast
I wonder
thing?
how many of these stores like exist other places.
Right.
I know B. Dalton is worldwide, nationwide, right?
Yeah.
B. Dalton, Spencer's.
Like Walden Books is
Yeah.
B. Dalton.
Okay.
So, like, I think that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, or was.
I'm going to tell you right now, I miss CVS. I love going to Freeport and going to CVS.
I love CVS. CVS is great.
And that woman's always there when we go.
They have good coupons.
They're
Yeah,
just...
we went to that one.
And now she knows because we stopped in again. She knows I like the Orangina. So she remembered.
Nice. She was nice.
But I told you I've gone there like twice more, right? And she's been there and I've gotten Orangina.
No, you haven't, but now you're regular.
I am, and she know And it's been like a year.
That's so
over
nice,
a year.
though.
She still knows. Oh, Orangina. You guys have Orangina? Freaking love Orangina. All it is like carbonated orange juice.
I used to love it when I was a kid.
Gives me the reflux.
Oh, yeah. For real. You gotta have some Tums on hand. But I remember, like, the Orangina, when it came in the glass bottle. Does it still come in a glass bottle?
Yeah.
Is it still, like, orange shaped?
And it has, like, a little, like...
texture.
Yeah.
It was, like, textured like an orange.
Yep. It still comes in the small ones. You can find those ones in, like, specialty stores.
Yeah.
Like the retro. But the bigger bottles, it has still the texture on the bottom.
Really?
Almost like an orange pitted.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to love those, and we used to pretend it was potion.
Oh,
because it was like a fancy bottle.
It was, because you know where you'd get it? The Redemption Center. You go to the Redemption Center, they'd have Orangina there for you. Sankey, Uncle Sankey.
Yeah.
We'd go to the Redemption Center, and we'd get rid of all of his beer cans, and he'd get me an Orangina.
I remember getting it at Fairmount Market.
Sankey'd always get me Orangina or Hershey's milk.
Aww.
In a carton. Don't forget to shake it, he'd say.
Oh, you gotta shake that really good.
Not the Orangina.
Not the Orangina. That would be bad
But
news
the Hershey's.
bears.
The Hershey's. Oh, don't forget to shake it.
Aww.
You want the big one this time? You know the big one?
I know the big one.
I came home with that once. Or I came out with that because Nan would take him and I'd walk in with him because I'd help him with his bottles. And he'd get it more beer. And then he'd get me Orangina or Hershey's milk.
That's
every
so
time.
Nice. That's
every
such
time.
A nice memory.
And then Nan and Grandpa do it when they take their bottles in.
That's a really nice memory.
I love this.
Special.
Is it weird that I love the smell of the Redemption Center?
No, I do too.
It smells like, okay, guys. Do
like
you guys
on
have
Broadway?
Some of these people don't understand. They don't know.
They have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay. So guess what, guys? In the state of Maine, you might notice this on some cans and bottles. It says 5-cent redemption in like Maine, Michigan,
Hawaii.
Yeah. We still have that.
We do have that. So like
we pay, but we pay for it.
Right.
Here's the thing. So we pay that 5 cents.
Like a 5-cent deposit.
Right.
And you get it back when you return them.
That's exactly right.
So that's like your returnables.
Right. You're recycling.
And you take it to the Redemption Center.
You take it to the Redemption Center. I mean, now they've got like automated systems, but back then they didn't. You would take it to the Redemption Center. And so when you would enter the Redemption Center, the sorting,
oh my God, I love watching the sorting.
I know.
Like I
wanted to work at the Redemption Center.
Like that. First of all, that'd be excellent exercise.
And it smells good.
It smells like, yes.
It smells like beer and cardboard, wet cardboard.
Right, it really does. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what it smells like.
But it would smell good. Cardboard. It's not a bad smell. It's not like a sour smell. There's no, because they don't take milk or anything like that. Like it's
bottles and cans.
Right.
Clap your hands.
Yes.
So like I've never used an automated sorter or anything. I've owned like Clink or whatever they call it.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Like I still will go to the Redemption Center.
Well, Clink is you just put them in a bag and you donate them.
Oh. No, I don't do any of that. That's a nice thing to do, to donate it. But like it's probably been about a year or more since I've been to the Redemption Center.
I haven't been to the Redemption Center since the 90s.
I've taken Sadie to the Redemption Center before.
Oh, I could take the kids to the Redemption Center. Maybe they've got Orangina there.
They probably do.
Do they still?
I'm sure they do.
Or,
you can still buy.
Every once in a while, Sankey'd get a V8, and he'd say, "You sure don't want some V8?" I can remember I got some once, and I spit it out.
You regretted that decision.
But now I love V8.
I love V8.
But I can't have it.
Why?
It goes right to my ankles.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The Redemption Center, though.
I think I'm going to go soon.
Let's go this weekend.
I got some bottles to return.
Let's go.
I love the Redemption Center.
But I used to love how fast they were.
They're so fast. And you know what? It's still busy in there.
Maybe I should.
People
maybe
still
I should see if
that.
Maybe I should see if they're hiring.
Maybe.
I think I missed my calling.
Like they just throw things like over their heads.
Oh, I would love it.
It's like amazing.
It.
It's like they're an octopus.
It was kind of like Cocktail, but with empty bottles.
It truly still is. Like it's amazing.
What if like people ever want to come like next or this summer? Not this summer, but maybe next summer. They come up. We get to take a tour. We go first stop Redemption Center. What would be the second
We
stop?
should take a video of the Redemption Center.
We totally should.
Because it's amazing.
We could be like, hey, you guys, listen. We've been reminiscing about this on our podcast. And, like, we friggin' love the Redemption Center.
We'd like to feature you
Doing
your thing.
Could we take some video?
I think it'd say okay.
But we can't capture the smell.
No.
Go get
There is
some
no
cardboard.
smell.
Pour some beer on it. Let it sit for a week. And then come back and smell it. That's a Redemption Center.
That is a Redemption Center. That really captures it. Truly.
But it smells good.
It does smell good.
I can't tell.
But
Like,
it
you guys might be like,
our
gross.
childhood.
Yeah.
And that's why it smells good.
Sankey. Did you ever meet Sankey?
No.
You've only seen that glorious picture.
I've seen that glorious picture of
Have you
Sankey.
guys seen the picture? I think I
you
posted
shared it.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yep.
He looks so gallant.
Class act.
Yep. My sister had earrings all the way up her ears.
I remember.
All the way up. She had like a little George Michael, like little like
a little
cuff with a little thing.
That's cool.
So cool.
That is cool.
Gus had an earring. It was
Gus is
cool. It was super cool.
Oh my gosh.
My Uncle Harry had an earring too.
Pete had an earring.
He was bad. What?
The hole is still there.
Oh, he needs to wear it.
Puffy, like he had curly hair. And like big.
He needs to wear his earring. Have him just wear one lone gold hoop.
Old time's sake.
I want a picture.
Class of 1989.
Hey!
Put on that pink and blue pastel striped popped collar shirt.
Hey, those are still in style.
Yeah. Or back in style. There was one thing we didn't talk about.
What?
Suncoast.
I wasn't there.
I love Suncoast.
Well, you love Suncoast for reasons.
Well, I love Suncoast before those reasons.
Oh, I was just like, eh.
I thought it was fun there. They had good posters.
I liked the posters at Spencer's.
Spencer's, when you got to the poster section on the back,
You had to be careful.
you had to be real careful. You had to keep your eyes.
But that was the only place you could really get, like, the good New Kids on the Block posters. Was Spencer's. Tape World didn't have posters.
No,
and if they
but
did,
Musicland did.
Yeah, but, like, they were very... Spencer's always had New Kids on the Block posters. I feel like that was the place you could get the good ones. Same with NSYNC.
I've got NSYNC posters at Musicland. I don't remember getting them at Spencer's, but I remember looking at them.
Maybe it was New Kids on the Block ones at Spencer's then.
Maybe.
Because I can remember it must have been. Because I was, like, embarrassed when I passed the Playboy bunnies.
It was awful. That section of that store was awful. Like, it was like you really couldn't, like, you just had to keep walking. It was really bad when you try to take your parents in there.
Mm-hmm.
To show them, like, the posters that you wanted for Christmas or
Right.
whatever.
I just
You
bought
had to
them.
walk through that section.
I just bought them myself.
I didn't have any money to do that.
Well,
I probably could have saved it. But that brings up another thing that we talked about.
oh, yeah.
I
Well-
couldn't save money.
Oh, and how many times did I save up for the New Kids on the Block tape?
Yeah.
Step by step. And then we'd go to get it, and I'd be like, I don't have enough.
I don't have enough.
And my parents would be like, well, you best get... okay, so I'd get it saved, and then I'd find something else to buy.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Oh my god.
I finally got that cassette.
That was a good cassette.
It sure was.
That was great.
So, I forgot to tell you, An Evening with the Mall Magician. Did you ever do that?
No!
I have pictures. I was his assistant.
You were?
Yeah.
I need to see those pictures.
I was a frequent guest, I guess.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what you're talking about with that.
I have pictures of me taking the stuff out of his mouth.
Ew.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, gross.
Did he have like a pocket that it came out of in the side of his mouth?
I don't know. They cannot reveal his secrets. It was magic.
It was magic.
Yeah.
Was it like David Blaine?
I did all kinds of magic tricks with him.
Oh, that's so fun.
Remember up on the stage?
I remember the stage. I remember being in a fashion show on the stage.
Oh, hey.
Were you in a fashion show on that stage?
No, I was at the fashion show at the airport mall.
Oh. I remember being in the fashion show at the Bangor Mall in 1996-ish.
For what store?
Northern Reflections and Wilson's Leather.
Oh, okay.
I was a teenager.
I remember going to that.
And I was embarrassed.
You did great.
I wore leather pants and a leather vest.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Did you wear a white t-shirt underneath?
Nope. I just wore the leather pants and leather vest.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. Huh. It was like they had Wilson's.
Did you sweat in the leather pants?
I didn't really sweat then. I also didn't have them on very long because I had to do quick change. And then I had to wear my Northern Reflections shorts that came up to my ribcage.
Oh, fun.
And like down to my kneecaps.
I have... do you have pictures of that?
I don't think I do.
Well, you probably looked great.
I was like 16, so I was like, I could wear whatever. I didn't think I could at the time.
Yeah.
At the time I thought like, oh my God, I'm a heifer. And like, that was foolish because I wasn't. But that's what you see when you're an adult. You understand better.
So, remember when I was telling you how I wanted to make it in the biz? For Joey McIntyre?
Yes.
This was like my whole plan. This is part of my plan.
I can't wait.
This was part of the plan. So this was 6th grade.
Okay.
Still big into New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
My sister worked at Fashion Bug.
Yeah.
And so they did a fashion show.
Yes.
There were actually quite a few people in the audience.
Yep.
Most of them my family. The Mary Kay representative that did the makeup should have lost her license.
Why?
Because when you see the pictures...
I feel like I've maybe seen them actually.
They are awful.
Where are they?
Oh, they're somewhere here.
All right, let's...
But I look horrendous. And they were supposed to be my, like, headshots for Joe. Because I can remember doing it and thinking, wow, I'm, like, kind of famous right now. So, like... like, legitimately.
Right.
And I feel like on one of the pictures it says to Joey McIntyre on one of them. And I'm so glad I didn't send it. Oh, God. He was a big part of my life.
Oh, that's adorable, though. You were a little girl.
6th grade. Friend's age.
Yeah.
And I, like, had this plan.
Right.
That I, like, even after so-and-so had said I wasn't going to make it, I was like, well, I got asked to do maybe I'll be a model. Nope.
Oh, that's adorable. I need to see these pictures.
Oh, they're so awful. You've seen them before.
I wish I could.
And I didn't realize that Fashion Bug had menswear. Because there were men in the...
They did?
There are men in the fashion show.
I don't remember. Fashion Bug was huge then.
Was it?
Well, yeah. Like, there were more than one Fashion Bug in Bangor.
Oh, yeah.
They had Fashion Bug Plus over in the Broadway Mall.
Yeah. So, okay. So we got some things to talk about. Dawn, from our Facebook group, if you don't belong to the Facebook group, you need to belong.
You need to join.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, but you really should.
You should.
It's fun.
It's fun. So Dawn is running a contest.
Dawn.
With Kelly's help. And it is the It's Gonna Be May contest. And so basically what you need to do is first you need to join the Facebook group, and then there's going to be a link to the post, which will be on the website page, which if you're using iTunes, you can just go to the website page. And what you need to do is create your own NSYNC, like it's going to be May meme, and you can use like the meme generator or meme creator or Mematic.
Oh, Mematic.
Yeah.
That's how you say that.
Mematic, yeah.
Cool.
1 entry per person. And then comments are going to be turned off on the 29th. So you've got, what?
You've got like almost 3 weeks.
16 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, it is later than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's April 13th.
Wow. Yeah, you got 16 days.
Tax season's right around the corner. I can't believe it's almost over.
Hallelujah.
No kidding. So winners are going to actually be selected via a random generator for fairness, which I think is a great idea.
I think that is a great idea.
But there's been some fantastic posts.
So some of these posts,
you guys,
in my feed,
I laugh so hard my stomach hurts.
I laugh every time I see them.
That one post with you guys, you have to see it. I'll post it on Twitter because I asked her and she told me I could.
I saw that, yeah.
I almost peed my pants. It looks just like that.
It really does. It's so funny.
And I love that she did that.
I
She
do
opened
too.
her mouth like,
And it looks just like that.
yes.
Like, even like the teeth. Everything.
Yes.
She's so funny.
She's fantastic.
So come to our Facebook group and see
right.
what we're talking about.
So there's going to be 4 prizes. And they're all NSYNC. I kind of want to enter. Am I allowed to?
I don't know. I was wondering that.
They're NSYNC prizes. I think I have all of them anyway. So
You probably do.
I will not enter.
I won't either, but it's
I think
all
I
fun.
have 2 sets of the marionettes. Still.
I think you do have it. You probably have 2 sets of the bobbleheads.
Nope, just 1.
Oh, just 1 set.
I sold those. I know that.
Oh,
I've got a full set though from Best Buy, still in the box.
those are cool.
So there's some really cool prizes. So you guys should enter to win.
Totally.
So I hope you like this mall episode.
I like doing it. I could talk about malls for hours.
We want to hear your mall stories.
I would love to hear mall stories. Or like your local mall now.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like? Is it like ours? Like a ghost town?
You know, I have some ideas for our mall.
What? Like what?
I think we should be an indoor outlet.
I agree. No, absolutely. An indoor outlet mall?
I'll tell you,
would be
that will
great.
clean up because here's what's going to happen.
Yep.
The people from New Brunswick will come down
Yep.
and they will shop the hell out of that.
That place will be swarmed.
Yeah, it will be super busy.
Swarmed.
I don't know why they don't do that.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
At all.
I don't know. I don't know what the holdup is.
I
Let's
can't
do
imagine
this.
why anybody would turn
Let's
that
do
down.
it. Let's do this.
And the mall. I mean, like, Eddie Bauer Outlet can come
It
back.
would be so freaking busy. Bangor would be booming.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great for jobs.
You guys come up, we do some outlet shopping,
I'd love it.
go to the Redemption Center.
Wouldn't have to go to Freeport.
Where else would we go? If we did a tour, what would we do? Bangor tour.
Stephen King's house.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, obviously.
Go to the airport. We'll show them where the Langoliers took place.
Yeah.
Just on that
if they
little
saw it.
carousel.
If they saw it.
Yeah, I probably didn't. Belky's in it.
Balky Bartakamos.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him. Because he played a mean person.
Did he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen parts of the Langoliers.
Oh, you should watch it. I watched it multiple times because I was like, this is so weird. I'm on this carousel every day. Sometimes I would ride in on the carousel. That was fun.
Oh. That's one of those things that, like, every kid wants to do.
I'd do it all the time because, like, sometimes, like, there was, like, a bag that was busted.
Yeah.
So I'd ride in with the bag because I want, you know what I mean?
I can see.
I've done that before. I've done that before.
Riding up next to the bag.
You know what happened when I did
Like,
that?
all cool.
Do you know what happened when I did that? My
What?
shorts got caught in the little thing and they ripped. Yeah, don't do that. You know what I'm talking about because the things would go
Yep.
shifty.
Yeah.
And it shiftied on my shorts. I couldn't get them up. Rip. Yep.
So
Anyway, that's it.
that's it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
So until next time.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
File's done.